It was time for a long weekend and escape the heat dome to my favorite place to ride in North Carolina. I never have luck finding dispersed camping in Pisgah, so we booked a site at the DuPont Bike Retreat. It wasn't much cooler in the mountains, but we set up camp and chilled out. Finally making dinner. First night, taco salad. I love the Snow Peak knife and it's Overland approved. Not a bad view from bed alone in the woods. One of the perks was I could ride from the campsite to the trails. Welcome back and ride 24. My favorite place to ride, DuPont Forest. Let's ride. I was starting from a trailhead I hadn't used before and carefully studied the map the night before to lay out my day. Wah, wah, wah. That sucks. Well, at least my new revised ride dropped me quickly and easily at the top of one of my 3 favorite rides in DuPont, Airstrip. Riding across an old mountaintop landing strip to the end. What a view. And so many flowers. But the real fun is the descent on the single track. I hadn't seen another cyclist yet and was just exploring. This looks like a great swimming spot. So up Camp Summit, left on Conservation. Right on Fawn Lake. And then right on Mine Mountain. All right, well, ended up back on Airstrip. Not on purpose, but did anyways. Airstrip. So, you know that means we're going down the Airstrip trail for the second time because we're here. Skip the view and enjoy the ride. Well, you'll remember I had fun going down Airstrip again, but now the penalty. Lots of climbing. The trail I wanted to take was closed. Second trail closed today. So, I'm not sure where this one comes out to. We'll figure it out when we get to the end. But it's pretty, other than being up. Once back at the camp, it was time to find some waterfalls with swimming holes. We ended up at the lower falls in Graveyard Fields. Kodak! Kodak! You getting in the water? You were down there. And then Looking Glass Falls. Back to camp in Cincinnati, Chile. Welcome back and ride 25. Day 2 in DuPont and Cedar Rock Trail. That's right. But before you get to Cedar Rock, you have some riding to do. Some rock gardens. Descent. And crossing the little river. Half of these hikers filmed me crossing. If there was a younger guy, they would ride it. I'm too old for that.
Smart guy.
Y'all have a good one.
You too. Take care.
And finally, you get to start the climb up Cedar Rock. It's a long grind and most of it is without shade, so it feels even hotter. Cedar Rock Trail, known as Slick Rock of the East. Normally, I ride down Big Rock or continue over the top on Cedar Rock. But today I decided to enjoy the grip and speed down the way I just come up. Have a great day. Back across Little River. Whew. 2 hours of riding so far. Time to cool off. That'll do it. Back on the trail and ride to camp. We headed back to Looking Glass Falls, but the water felt even colder today, so we skipped swimming and went exploring. Driving some of the Forest Service roads looking for a campsite for the future. It was pretty late, so we found a creekside pull-off and made BLTs. What a view to eat dinner, and what a weekend.